everything we do is based on this, services. We make money because people use services. The agenda coming into this is I can only get customers if I'm bringing savings. You're losing. Because there are people that will spend the exact same dollar amount. If our energy, if our phone service, if our whatever is $50 and the competitor is $50, I would hope my friends would choose to spend $50 if it benefits me rather than not benefit me. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But if you don't articulate that to people and you're leading with, hey, if I can save you a ton of money, would you become my customer? You are going to get a salesmanship result, which is painful. None of us want to sell stuff, but we need to understand what's the overarching philosophy. It is redirecting who benefits because people pay bills. Is everyone okay with that?
Yeah.
Keep that at the foremost part of your head because it changes the dynamics of when you're getting a customer, what and how is it that we do this. It doesn't matter what service we're talking about, whether it's energy or cell phone or TV or internet, it doesn't matter. Here's our approach. Please write this down. Favor, help, try. Everything else you say doesn't matter. Don't get too caught in the details as, is my script perfect? It doesn't matter what you say. It matters that you use the word of, do me a personal favor. Would you try, help me out, try one of the services? If we could look at the services you're currently paying for, if you could allow me the favor, help me out, try a service, and we can find one that's a good fit. That's your process. I'm going to talk about IDSeal because for 10 years I was a police officer. I was a detective in the Financial Crime Fraud Division. I know this industry. I know this space. I could never care or talk about it. Although I had identity theft protection, I never promoted it because it didn't ever make me money. So I'm not going to promote LifeLock. They're not paying me. We now get paid for telling people about how important it is to be protected. Here's what's crazy. This is the service we need to share to make sure you understand. This is for the first time in ASEAN's history, we're in front of a wave. If you've ever been to the ocean and you've surfed, body surfed, boogie board, you don't catch a wave from behind it. You're like, oh, I missed that one. I missed that one, right? Being positioned in front of a wave, here's what's crazy. In the US, there are 15 million subscribers to any form of identity theft. Any form. There's 300 million Americans. Only 15 million have any form of identity theft protection. LifeLock has the largest segment at 5 million. We firmly believe within ACN/IDSeal, we will become the largest independent funnel of identity theft protection in the country. Because for the first time, that number is going to grow from where we are now, which is, I don't know, $2 or $3 billion industry, to $24 billion in the next 4 years. The industry is going to grow by that much. And why is that? Because you can't turn on the news and see another breach. Here's what's crazy. Amazon's cloud just got hacked.
That's my life.
So think about this. How many of you use the cloud? Just everybody. And what do you trust these people to do? To protect your stuff.
Right.
And they're not able to. Right. So you're trusting somebody else to protect everything that is precious to you, and you're not doing anything to protect yourself. That is idiocy. Now let me tell you, here's what happens in law enforcement. When you call me as a very helpful police detective, that I'm a victim of identity theft. Understand that my job is a criminal component. I really don't care about the effect of what happened to you. My job is try to get the person who did it. And let me tell you, it is not easy. It's not CSI that we do this reverse trace of the IP address and find Joey. Because here's what's crazy. In a court of law, I have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Matt did it. This is a computer. How do you know who typed? You don't know. That's what's crazy. So if you come to me, I'm going to say, so you're a victim of identity theft. You live in Cincinnati, Ohio. When we ran this trace, where did the crime occur? Houston, Texas. You need to call Houston, Texas PD and file your complaint with them because you're not a victim in Cincinnati. The crime occurred in Houston. So we pawn it off. And then you call Houston PD, and they're really excited about this stupid phone call. Hey, I'm a victim of identity theft, and I'm calling from Cincinnati, but I have to report the crime in your jurisdiction because that's where it's occurred. Well, you're the 950th caller this week, it's called. Let me put that at the bottom of my priority list. Makes sense? We can't solve these crimes. There's like a 95% unsolvable rate in identity theft. Just giving you guys a real brass tacks. And then even if we find the person, and even if, which they don't, they get convicted, which is hell on earth, okay? Did they get convicted? There's nothing that's being done to correct the problem. Your identity theft is still out there. Then we say this, well, what do I need to do? Hire an attorney, good luck. Now you're going to shell out thousands of dollars to try to correct something that wasn't even your fault. So now is it worth spending $30 a month to give yourself protection? Heck yes, it is. You're going to spend 100 hours minimum in your own life trying to correct the problems that somebody else did to you. Here's what's crazy. 25% of children's identities are being stolen right now because no one's watching their credit card, their social security numbers as we speak. So criminals have 18 years to abuse their information without them ever being checked. So do you think children are important to have monitored? Yeah. So when we're talking to families, you can protect an adult and all the children in a household under one account for less than 40 bucks. Is that incredible? Yeah. That's what you want to be talking about to people. The value of protecting them, their identity, and their children. Yeah. So we have now a chance to be in front of a wave because, again, people like Megan said, they didn't know who to trust. But LifeLock is running tens of millions of dollars in commercials they're spending on their product. We've had the service for 7 years. We signed up for IDSeal. In 1 hour, I had 3 alerts LifeLock never caught. Social security number, alias of my name, addresses, craziness. I never lived there. I didn't live in Tempe, Arizona. Who put a credit card inquiry there? Not me. It makes sense? So can you afford? No, you cannot afford not to have this. And here's the benefit. The question is, would you just try it for a month? I know this is an additional expense for those of you who live on a tight budget, but not knowing what you don't know is the biggest danger. Why not get the service for a month, put you and your children in there, and see what happens over the next 30 days, and if they catch something, you'll be glad you knew. Right. Statistically speaking, everybody's been violated. 1 out of 6 people. Here's another number. You know the odds of you getting in an accident is 1 in 450,000? Your odds of identity theft, 1 in 6. What's more important to have, auto insurance or ID theft based on ratio? ID theft. Because you're already a victim. The truth is you already are a victim. You just don't know it yet. So burying your head in the sand like an ostrich is not a game plan for your future, right? That's not the way to go. So again, there's no contract for the service. So you're saying, listen, just try it for a month. And when they get that alert going, wow, here's 9 different violations of ID, they will never turn that off. That's right. That'll become a necessary bill item in their budget. So something you can put on an email, a text message. This is just right on, like if you type in IDSeal in YouTube, this video comes up. There's 2 of them. So I would suggest using IDSeal YouTube video as a link. Copy the link, put it in a text message. Tell your friends, hey, listen, take a look at this quick. It's 2 minutes. Take a look at this. I'm super excited. My company's just launched this. Listen, it's time to protect ourselves. Do something proactive to protect ourselves. Again, it's just a great way to do this. Here's what's interesting. A friend of ours is an insurance person for State Farm. He owns his own independent office. And he said, hey, we offer identity theft through State Farm, but here's the catch. There's a $1,000 deductible every time you make a claim. So if you're a victim of theft, we charge you $1,000 to make the claim, like a windshield break or something else. Then we raise your deductible, your premiums, and if you've had 2 violations, we kick you out the plan. And we cover $250,000 in restoration, in correcting the issue, but there's a $1,000 deductible for each claim. $1 million, no deductible. Is that amazing? Yeah. So again, there's not a better, more robust, more holistic, better coverage plan out there. This is the leading industry. We are the bar now. We're not trying to meet the bar. We are the bar. Everyone else has now got to try to compete with us, which they're not going to be able to do because we have something called a relationship, which trumps everything else that we're talking about. So again, more stats and details you guys don't really care about, but this is what's great. Identity theft, 25%, $550 million has been paid out of pocket by people that are victims trying to correct their own issues, right? This is you hiring an attorney and all that other good stuff, and IDSeal covers all that. Types of ID theft, you guys can read up on this kind of stuff. This is all way in which criminals do it. Again, here's the thing. A lot of people associate identity theft with my credit card number got taken and someone charged stuff on my card. First of all, yes, by technicality, that is ID theft, but that is the lowest, easiest corrected because any credit card company will suspend and reimburse those fees. Everyone understand that? That is not what we're talking about. That's what most people think by default. It is identity theft, but that is so easily corrected. It is a different thing when someone has rented an apartment, opened a credit card in your name, charged up a bunch of stuff that isn't even you, because now you've got to go through the process of proving it wasn't you. Because it was all your information that did it. Much bigger problem, right? But most people associated with this is much bigger than credit card restoration. It is not just that. It is far, far more robust than that. So, result of data breaches, 446 million records exposed. That's not even true because, well, in 2019, there's already been hundreds of millions just even from Facebook being hacked through the Amazon cloud, which again, this problem is not going away. It is only going to get worse with technology and hackers' convenience. Medical institutions are the #1 also identified by hackers because of how much detailed information they can get and the value of it. There's another video that they do on here that talks about the value of a per information. It's $1,000 value per person that they have all the personal information on the dark web that they sell it for, $1,000 a head. And these people sell it like eBay to hackers who are saying, hey, I have 50,000 records from Mercy Hospital. Who wants them? UCLA, my father was a cancer patient at UCLA. So was my brother. UCLA got hacked. UCLA, the medical institution, gone, all the records. What do they have? Just everything. They've got every piece of information on you because don't you agree medical people want to know everything about you anyway? Yeah, it's all gone. Right, that's awesome. But do you want identity information? No, I think I'm covered. No. Equifax got hacked. Equifax. They are the ones who report your credit report. This is crazy, right? All these other institutions. Why IDSeal? I've already talked about it enough. One adult, we have 2 plans. A single adult plan or a single adult plus up to 10 dependents. That's a really great plan or program. The catch is a lot of people already asked, well, what if I just put my husband in as a dependent? No, 18 or under. So once they age 18 or over, they then would have to shift to an adult plan. So again, an adult plus the children. If anything else in a household, they may not be able to afford some family $60 a month or something. I get it. But at least protect somebody and all the children. At least get a plan that covers the vast majority, right? If you're going to gamble with just one of you, not everybody, right? So how it works, they enroll, they monitor, they alert, they resolve. How many in the room are already IDSeal customers? Show of hands. That means the rest of you today, sign up for IDSeal.
Hey team, as we finish up the training with IDSeal, the #1 thing to remember is we're first and that everyone really should have it. And Ryan did such a fantastic training about it. The key is ask for some favors and let's go get 10 or 15 accounts and see your residual grow quickly because it's such an easy service and it has so much value. And he built a ton of value.
Very simple, very easy. It's just a matter of talking to people. Follow the script, use a favor, just try it for a month. They're going to see the value of it. With that, let's get some customers.
Let's get some customers, folks. Have a great day.